What's up, guys? How's it going? Bring you guys a game of Caspian border Conquest, and in this game I will be doing a little bit of some jet fun with some high fives and hugs, as that server banner says, or the message, and a little bit of SV98 gameplay. Not that much though, and this is just a game I just got off and got this. And I haven't uploaded a video in a while because I haven't really got any good gameplay since the patch. And not to say that I haven't gotten good gameplay since the patch, it's just that I haven't got good gameplays in like a normal server setting since the patch, or at least the past couple days. And, you know, that happens when you play 1,000 ticket servers and shit, which are a lot of fun, but don't work out too well for for commentaries and whatnot. Real good for montage clips though. And doing a little bit of jet action here in the American jet. I think this is a Super Hornet. And just give you guys some more of my thoughts on how I feel about the patch. And yeah, just just some thoughts about how I feel about the patch. And I ain't gonna go all negative Nancy on you guys and talk a whole bunch of shit about all the crap I don't like about the patch, because in reality there's only one thing I don't like about the patch, and that suppression is a little bit too much. But whoa, crashing them trees. But other than that, it's fine. And even then, the suppression's not bad. Like on this map, if I play infantry on this map, suppression does not bother me in one way at all, because I'm not getting in the engagements where I got 10 people shooting at me on this map. It just doesn't happen. And I've played Caspian or Operation Metro Conquest once since the patch, so again, I didn't really notice it there. The only time I noticed the suppression is on Team Deathmatch, when I got a hell of people shooting at me. And you know, I think it does need to be toned down, but it's not as bad as people are making it out to be. And that in the tanks. The tanks aren't that bad. They didn't really nerf the tanks. All they did really was buff the Javelin, and they made the rockets on the helicopter for the pilot actually do something. Because they did nerf the gunner in the chopper. Before this patch, I could shoot a full burst with the gunner at a tank with 100% health and disable it. Can't do it anymore. So they kind of made it so where if you got both the gunner and the pilot shooting at you, you're going to be fucked. But pre-patch, if you had a good gunner shooting at you, especially like me, and when I got TV missiles, you're fucked in the tank regardless. And the patch didn't really change too much in that way. It's mostly the Javelin spam that's really fucking off the tanks right now. But other than that, even then, it's not that bad. I've gotten flawlesses in the tank and fucking straight beasting in the tank, you know, 20 kill streaks and whatnot in the tank. And then another thing, the jets. Like, I'm flying in here. People are complaining about the jets, saying that the cannon is extremely weak now. But then people will also say that jets absolutely rape choppers now. And the funny thing is, the reason why that is... Oh, this is weird right there. Look at that. That guy's dropping C4 out of his jet somehow before he hops out. I have no idea. And Max saw that shit too, and we had no idea what was going on. But, yeah, what they did with the jets is they nerfed the jet cannon. And I'm pretty sure it's to the level of what it is when the game very first came out and what it was the patch before this one. It's in the middle of that, which is fine. I think that's how it should be. The last patch, it was a little too easy mode. When the game first came out, it was cool, but now it's in between. I like it like this. And the reason why the jets are just absolutely destroying choppers now is not because they buffed the gun. It's because for whatever reason, the jets can like go super slow now, and like they don't stall out at a low speed anymore, so you could fly the same speed as a chopper and just destroy it, kind of like the F-35 does. And these jets do it now, and I think that's what's going on with the jets. And you know, if you find yourself in a chopper and you know you got a jet after you, you know, that's why that air radar is important, just to watch out for enemy jets when you're in a chopper. I've been trying other perks, and even though they did nerf air radar, which I am using right now, which, by the way, I'm using Air Radar, ECM Jammer, and the rocket pods. And doing a little bit of gunning. Also, real quick, I like what they did to the jet cannon, actually nerfing it against other jets. It makes it so like the better skilled pilot's gonna win the jet fight for most of the part, or most of the time. Before the patch, I would get instant death out of jets all the time. That doesn't happen anymore, and that's what I like. And right here, see, I'm going so damn slow. Look at this, right behind the guy, and you know I fucked up just on my aim and my approach. I haven't really been fucking with jets recently, so. It does take me time to get them, but I ended up getting them anyways. And, you know, I think that's what's going on with the jets now. And they also seem to buff rocket pods. They tweaked rocket pods a little bit. The smoke trail isn't as bad, so I think you could see better. Another thing that people ask me is, like, where do you aim with the rocket pods? Aim where your machine gun hits. And you see the plus sign with the little circle in it? That's where your gun's going to go. Or the reticle with the little dot, that's where your bullets are going to go, and that's where your rocket pods are going to go as well, so that's what you're going to want to use to aim. But see right here, I'm getting them, oh, well, maybe I'm not getting them good. A couple times I take out these guys pretty fucking quick, and I would have got a lot of kills in this jet this game if they didn't keep on hopping out. And one thing that you do hate about the jets is the ejector seats in the jets now. When you hop out of a jet, you just go fucking flying in the air, which sucks because they did the they finally fixed RPGs to like blow up jets and choppers. So I'm trying to do some like fancy kind of stupid shit, and like it's making it a little difficult when I go to eject out of a jet and I go fly 1,000 feet in the air. But whatever, ain't no fucking biggie. But overall, I am really enjoying this patch. I did want to hold off on some of my thoughts about the patch, but overall I do like it. And you know, out of all the things in the patch that they did, and they did a fucking whole bunch of fucking things, the only really thing that's a problem is the suppression, which isn't even too bad in itself. It's more or less the map design is what fucks with the suppression more than anything, because again, a big map like this, Karg Island, one of those maps, you ain't getting heavily suppressed. Suppression ain't gonna bother you on those maps, and that's why I haven't really been bothered by suppression since the patch. I haven't been playing these clusterfuck maps. For the most part. Here and there I do. Been hopping on TDM and whatnot, trying to get sniper clips and stupid shit like that. Yeah, you know, overall, I do really enjoy this patch, and I do like what they did with everything. For the most part. See, right there, I took that guy out pretty quickly, and, you know, if you get your shots on target, no more than a burst is going to take out another enemy jet. So I think it's fine how it is, and I think they should just leave it alone, honestly. See, look at that guy. I took him out hella fast, too. So, you know, it's more or less takes a little bit more skill to just get kills in the jet with the main gun, which I'm fine with. Anything that widens the skill gap and anything they do with these games is for the better. It makes it more fun. Shit. If they made the game so goddamn hard, everybody sucked. This game would probably be hella fun. I remember, like, first-person shooters, you know, a few years ago, but there wasn't too many beasts out there. Like, I remember playing COD 4 back in the day. Everybody sucked, and it was fun. So, you know, I don't know. Anything they do to make it harder, I think is for the best. Like, I do like what they did with the guns. Like, the gunplay now. I like how they added the added recoil and the added spread and all that. I think it's better, you know. And then when they toned down suppression and they did say they're gonna. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be toning it down. They agree that it's a little bit too much, you know. And when they tweak that a little bit, it'll be good. And you know, suppression, for those of you who do not know how it works, basically what happens when you get suppressed, your gun not only gets added recoil, but it gets to max spread way faster. So if you notice, if you take your gun and you go shoot at a wall or something like that. So you got a standard, you know, assault rifle, 30 rounds. If you go take it and shoot it at a wall, your first 10-15 shots are going to be pretty accurate. And then after that, it's just going to be spraying all over the place like you're hip firing, even though you're aimed down sights. Now, when you're being suppressed, it basically makes it so you're shooting the last rounds out of your gun from a full auto spray. It just makes it instant, so it makes so you get your full spread much quicker, and that's when tap firing, basically single shotting, is going to save your ass when being suppressed, and also hoping that you find some good cover. So, you know, just keep that in mind when you're playing the game. and I am still trying to get used to many of the aspects of the game, but for the most part I am enjoying it, having a lot of fun. I do like what they did with the rocket pods. I like how the pilot of the chopper kind of does a little bit more damage and stuff, and RPGs against choppers is just fucking amazing, and I've gotten so many, you know, and tank sniping air vehicles as well is awesome and lots of fun. So overall, I'm really enjoying the patch, you know. I don't know why people are bitching so much. I don't know, maybe they just got used to it the way it was before, but it's good. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? And they'll be tweaking this game a lot throughout its life cycle, because we got a whole bunch more DLC coming out, and with every DLC there will be a patch. Even though DICE won't say it, with every DLC there will be a patch, regardless of what game it is. Anytime they release DLC for any game, there's a patch that goes with it. So just keep that in mind. You know, maybe we'll get the patch with the DLC, and then maybe a patch in between when the DLCs come out. Who knows how they're gonna do it? I forget. I don't think you could patch the game that much because Microsoft won't let them. You know, you can only get so many patches out a year for a particular game, which is whatever. But you know, it is what it is. The game is slowly but surely getting much better. Same thing happened with Bad Company 2 when it first came out. I fucking hated that game with a passion when that game first came out, until they did some patching, and then you know, I could enjoy it. And a lot of people felt the same fucking way, because Bad Company 2 didn't really get super popular until like a year after it came out. So, like on the YouTube scene and stuff, it wasn't really popular until like a year after it came out. So, I think that's what's gonna happen with this game. It happens from all games. My friend was telling me in Battlefield 2 when that first came out, that game was fucking unplayable when it first came out. So, you know, that's just how DICE does it, I guess, and whatever. And I actually thought, I was thinking the other day, you know, like back in the day, like when I wanted the game to come out and be like, damn, I wish they could just release the game early, even though it's unfinished, and then when they got the finished version, then I'll play that. And in a way, that's kind of what they're doing now. They're giving us these unfinished games so we could get our hands on them early, and then they just patch them to make them, you know, how they want to be, which is whatever. Right here, I'm just getting fucked up by a jet, so I go and bails out, and tried to no-scope the pilot, which of course that did not work out, and go fly down and capture this A flag real quick with the sniper rifle, which I will be using with the rest of the game. And really like what they did with the parachute. Parachute's awesome now. For those of you who do not know, holding forward while you are parachuting will speed up your parachute, and you will go to the ground pretty quickly. Also, I noticed that you cover a lot more ground when parachuting. You could travel a much bigger distance. Right here. That was pretty funny. I tried to quickscope that guy, and my gun didn't shoot, and then I had extreme fail aim, and somehow fucking survived that. And right here, using the SV98 with the suppressed MP44-3, which I do like a lot, and I've been fucking around with the bolt actions after the patch, and I think this is my favorite setup right here, the SV98. They have a beta for the new stats of the weapons. If I find it, I'll link it in the description, so you could check out the new gun damage stats and whatnot. And I don't know if it's just an error on that or what, but all the other bolt actions get their max damage. Their the drop off starts at about 10 or 15 meters. This one doesn't drop off till 20, and the M98B, it's even less. It drops off at like 10 meters instead of 15, but it has the higher damage. So it'll probably get that one-shot kill about the same range. All of them, to the chest I'm talking about. All of these bolt actions seem to do the same, about roughly the same one-hit kill to the chest range, but I find that the SV98 has just been way more consistent in doing so. And then early on today, I looked at the new gun stats, and then I saw why maybe that, you know, it does its full damage to 20 meters instead of 15, like the other ones. And the setup I'm using with this is the 8x scope and a laser sight, no bipod or straight pull bolt or whatever. Because reasoning for that, I found that when running around trying to get my quick scope on and my aggressive recon and like team deathmatch, I found that the straight pull bolt was actually fucking me off because how it is right now, how I got it set up, it's more or less like Bad Company 2. You can't shoot again until you can scope or whatever. And I like that because being able to scope in while I'm still doing the bolt animation greatly fucks off the aim, which causes me to miss my second shot all the fucking time. So I found that if I'm going to be running around being aggressive with it, to take that off, and it seems to just help me out a lot better. And it makes it so I'm just a lot more accurate, because if you accidentally scope in too quick while you're still doing the straight bolt, the bolt animation, your accuracy isn't going to be there. So that's going to be one thing to keep in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is if you're going to be suppressed, don't even fucking attempt to shoot at people when you're suppressed. If you're lightly suppressed, you're still going to be really accurate with this thing. But fully suppressed, your screen's so goddamn blurry you can't see shit. You ain't going to be hitting a barn, the broadside of a barn. And so that's just one thing to keep in mind. And you're going to want to, you know, take some invasive maneuvers, go to cover. And, you know, just play it safe and whatnot. And, you know, it's pretty straightforward. But I'm going to give you guys some more tips as I go along. You know, let me know what you guys want me to touch on about the patch. You know, what aspects of the patch you would like me to cover. You know, if you guys want some new tank tips and whatnot, or you know, I'm trying to get some more gameplay for you guys. I got a shitload of post-patch or pre-patch gameplay. But not too much of the post-patch shit, because I've been playing the 1,000-ticket servers and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to be getting gameplays the past couple days and whatnot. But you know, really enjoying the patch, really enjoying everything about it. And other than the connection's getting a little weird the past couple days. Ooh, hiccups. Everything's been good. So anyways, guys, final score 21-2. Hope you enjoyed, and peace. Have a good one.